Welcome to the StockManor.com studios here in the beautiful Black Hills of South Dakota. I'm your Stockmanor, Brian Johnson, and I'm making professional trading simple. One of the many ways I'm doing that is through these training videos. This is a video series for people who have very little experience or no experience at all in the markets but would like to learn more, just don't know where to start. Here's a great place. I'm going to go over the very basics of trading. For some of you. So if you're a trader, been into this a long time, these videos are not for you. These are for the new people that have never done this before. And this is just to give them a feel for what they're looking at when they're perusing the web or looking at particular charts and stuff. So here we are. This is what's called a candlestick chart. And each one of these little things you see here is a candlestick. Okay? This particular chart is one of Apple. It's actually a very current one as of today, which is, what is today, June 9th. And as you see, if you watch this little candle over here, you'll notice that it may move up and down. This is to give you an idea of what happens during the course of the day. But I'm going to explain to you what these candlesticks are and what they represent. So if you don't know what these little white and red things and little black things are, I'm going to explain that to you today. So let's get started. What this is a chart of candlesticks. This is one way that technical analysis people, or TA people, tend to chart different stocks. This gives us an idea of where a stock may be going or may be headed in the future. What you're looking at is a 1-month daily chart, which means this entire thing encompasses 1 month of trading, and each one of these candles represents 1 day of trading. Okay? These can be done on any time level, though. You can look at a 60-minute chart, which means every candlestick would represent 60 minutes. A 30-minute chart, every candlestick's 30 minutes. A 2-minute chart, a 5-minute chart, a weekly chart, or a monthly chart for those long-term investors that like to look out a ways and see where the stock has been over the past few years and maybe going in the future. And in that case, each one of these candlesticks would represent 1 month. Okay? So what we're looking at is a 1 month daily. So each candlestick is 1 day. And let's just start with the white candlesticks. They're the easiest, of course. A white candlestick represents an up day. That means the stock went up for that particular day. Okay? So let's look at this one here, this nice big white one in front of us. At the bottom, you'll see the big body of the candle here with these, well, this one has a little teeny tiny, what we call a wick, or and a wick at the bottom. These are called wicks or shadows. Okay, so in this particular instance, the stock opened the day right here, and it closed the day up here at this other stopping point. Okay, that makes up the body of the candle. All right, now the wicks, they represent how high or how low the price went during the course of the day. So in other words, the stock opened here at this level. It went as low as this down here. It went as high as this little top up here, but it closed the day right here. Kind of makes sense? Let's do the next one. The next day, the stock opened up here. Now you can notice that this is considerably higher than where it closed the day before. This is called a gap up. So it gapped up the next day, which means in overnight trading or in the pre-markets. Buyers came in and started buying up the stock even before the market opened. So when it opened up much higher than where it closed the day before. They call that a gap up. So here we have where the stock opened. Here is where the stock closed. During the day, it went as low as this, and it went as high as this. So it opens here, maybe it comes down in the morning, comes all the way up during the course of the day, and then all the way back down, maybe in the afternoon, and it closes right here. But because it finished up for the day, it's a white candle. That works the same for this white candle and this white candle. Okay? Now let's look at the red candles. What are the red candles? Well, if the white candles are up days, the red candles are down days. Right. Okay, so let's look at this one. Here's where the stock opened, and because it was a down day, this is where it closed, and that's why they color it red. So you can discern between an up day and a down day. So the stock opened at this level here. It went as high as this. It went as low as this, but then it closed right here, and that makes up the body of the candle. So there's your open, there's your close, and there's your price during the course of the day. Let's look at this one. The price opened here. It went as low as this. It went as high as this, but eventually closed down here. So it opened here, closed here for the day, all right? And they color it red so that you know that the price went down over the course of the day, that it closed lower than where it opened. Kind of makes sense? Great. Okay, now we're going to move on. And you might see these every once in a while. These little black candles. I'm going to explain to you what the black candles are. Now, if you don't understand the white candles and the red candles, the black candles are going to be very tough. So make sure you understand white and red. If you're not quite sure, go back and review the first part of the video, or call me or write me a note, something to that effect, and I will try to better explain it for you. But now let's look at the black candles. Okay, so as you can see, here we have this one little lone black candle. And what does it represent? Okay, well, it represents a down day. Okay, well, you're saying, why isn't it red? Well, that's why I'll explain to you why it's not red and why they color it black. This is a little bit different. As you can see, if it was a down day, that means the price would have opened here. It would have went as high as this. It would have went as low as this. And it closed right here. Okay, right? That makes sense? So why did they color it black? Well, as you can see, this is where the price closed the day before. Okay? This is where it opened the next day. It opened way up here, which is a gap up, right? So it gapped up to here, okay? But when it closed the day, it closed right here, and this closing price is still higher than this price from the previous day. This is the closing price from the previous day. All right? So they color it black to show that while the price did close higher than the previous day, it still didn't move up during the course of a day. It actually moved down. All right? So let me give you an example. Let's look at this white candle right here and this white candle right here. So here we have the price opened here, it closed here. The next day it gaps up and opens here and closes way up here. Now, it did open up higher than it did the day before, but it also closed higher for the day. So they color it white because it went up for the day. This one started the day up here, closed the day here. It went down for the day, but they don't color it red. Why? Because it still finished higher than it did the day before. Now, let's say it would have run down here and closed here. You can see where it would have closed back in this area of the body of the previous day. Then they would have colored it red. But because it closed the day higher than the previous day, they give it a black fill. All right? So there you have it. There's your first introduction to trading. Might seem a little bit confusing, but it's very important that you understand this type of charting. This is called candlestick charting. This tells a story for a stock. Okay? This tells the story of what each day held. And it also gives you an idea and increases your probabilities of a successful trade if you can understand what each of these candles mean in context with the other candles. So I hope you found this beneficial. I hope you found this educational. I'm going to be doing some more of these, so stay tuned. If you have any videos that you'd like to see me do, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to do one up and put it up here on the site so that everybody can share in it. It's just like going to school. Everybody has questions. Feel free to ask those questions, and I will do a video for you, and then everybody can learn from that. So I hope to see you back here again on the Stock Mentor Training Series, and we will talk to you again in the next video.